Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Ancient Empires on Total War Attila. Here today, we're going to be continuing on with our Macedon campaign. This is episode 4. So guys, if you still are enjoying the series and would like to see more, the best way to ensure more content is to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the series thus far, where you would like me to expand and conquer. Feel free to leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series, of course, and would prefer me to let's play another strategy game strategy game on the channel instead. Welcome back, guys. I'll put in the description below the mod if you guys would like to download and play along with me, start your own campaign. So welcome back to the Macedon campaign. So we've skipped a little bit ahead simply because I've made the decision to rebuild my armies to my personal liking. I've soaked up a lot of turns, I've put money in my economy, and we are now ready to push and advance for Macedon. So we currently have Pella, and we have our two very poor northern barbarian territories. It took me so long to actually try and build them up somewhat, but we were able to massively increase our army capacity and income due to Illyria here. We've got marble and we've also got iron here as well. So what's this? Yeah, marble is a resource, and we're going to be getting iron soon as well. So this here is such a valuable province. We're flogging off resources. Resources in ancient empires are so crucial. So we'll dive into diplomacy. We'll see how the family tree is shaping up. I would like to maybe push into the Adrician Kingdom, push over into the east for this episode, and also try and connect up all these territories together, as we've sort of been naturally drawn westward, which is what I really didn't want it to, but as we're already sort of halfway there, we might as well sort of push against these barbarians. I want to be pushed east. For this campaign, I want to take the entirety of Greece, of course, and reinstall Alexander's legacy. But at the moment, we're sort of pushing towards more Italy, which is, it's just how it is. It's just how they're sort of declaring war upon me. So let's go through. So we are still playing as King Philip V. He is 57 years of age. The age is good in this. The thing is, right, I would rather characters age a lot quicker than slower, to be honest, because I like having dynasties, I like having family trees. So at the moment, King Philip has taken most of Illyria and pushed north here. So I want to see, by the time his son rises to the throne, what his kingdom will be. So we currently have a military alliance with the Carthaginians. Hamilcar Barca is currently the faction leader. Hannibal Barca has now died. Hamilcar is 35. And we have a military alliance with Rhodes. We currently are at war with no one. The Achaean League is currently my puppets, but we do have a lot of trade rights throughout the known world, which is quite good. I'm going to actually sort by attitude to see if there's anyone else that could sort of get relations with me. Do the Vetii there, Venetii want to trade? Maybe Crete? They might be inclined. No, not exactly. Pergamon, they're quite large now as well. Okay, let's go into my family tree, as we had some interesting developments. So, oh, the Bithynian king died as well. That's interesting. Oh, okay. Right, so let's go through my family tree. We have King Philip, who has 3 children. A daughter who is married to Demetrius. They have a son, which is fantastic. Philip has a second daughter. Third-born child, will marry her off soon. We have Perseus, who is currently the heir to the Macedonian throne. Macedonian. Now, he is currently married to Slambo, the Carthaginian princess. So, he does have a bastard son who's 11. He has a legitimate son who's 6th. And he has another son. So the line of King Philip will live on through these 3 children, which is fantastic. I want to be able to have a strong and secure lineage for the Macedonian line. I don't want to be thrown into chaos like Alexander's succession crisis was. So I might even sort of role play and give certain kingdoms, like the kingdom of Anatolia to someone, the kingdom of Palestine, maybe Egypt. So it's kind of, it's interesting here. If Perseus was to die, who should be my third in line? Should it be my bastard son, who was He's full-on Macedonian. His mother was obviously a concubine, a Macedonian concubine. So this guy's got full-on Macedonian blood, while this guy here is half Carthaginian. So let me know what you think about that. Alrighty, so at least my children are coming on quite nicely. We'll meet them a bit later on, I guess. So, let's go through my armies here. We currently have a full stack with King Philip, 5 units of our best heavy tier 3 phalanx pikemen, and then we have a whopping 7 units of our melee heavy infantry. I think 5 pikemen is enough. We also have mercenary archers here, along with Macedonian citizen cavalry. So this is like the perfect army build for what I would like. Moving to Perseus, my son, his army is the exact same. And moving down to my son-in-law, Demetrius, who is married to my firstborn daughter. He's currently moving on to Salonia. So we've got 2 pretty decent cities. We've got stuff slowly but surely coming along as well. So we've got a couple of options. We could push against the Adrician Kingdom, or we could maybe push against the Thunkai and a couple of others. We currently are hemorrhaging a bit of money as we have troops actively fighting in the field. So I was ready to push against the Adrician Kingdom, but I think I might actually push against the Thunkai. Try and take the entire territory here. What type of negotiations do we have with them, though? That's my concern. So we currently have trade rights, and we also have a non-aggressional pact. We will lose 200 because of it. However, we will be able to gain that. So they're at war with these guys. I want to negotiate. So I'll join your war against the Thunkai if you give me a payment or something. Will you give me a little bit of money and I'll do it? Because I don't think there's overly too much of a military there. For 630 gold, military access. No, I don't particularly want that. So give me a little bit of money. Go like 350 or something. Defensive alliance. Okay. I'm happy to go military. I'm not happy to go defensive. So it doesn't look like it's actually going to help out. Look, if we just join their war, it might give us just... Oh, they rejected. Oh, bloody hell. Thanks for wasting my time. Yeah, that sucks. I thought we might be able to get some better relations. Regardless, we're just going to march straight upon the Thunkai. It's crazy to see. We came to their aid earlier on in the campaign. And now we're going to take their settlement. Doesn't look like there's anything near here anyway, which is good for us. We're going to be able to start the siege. Let's build a battering ram and try and build siege towers if we can in one turn. We can't. Let's continue the siege here with King Philip. I'm going to call for my son Perseus to come up. Let's send a raven. And so we can have a clean-cut auto-resolve over the top. We're hemorrhaging money here, though. It's because we've got so many just actively in the field, because you've got to pay for supplies and whatnot. We can't hit this within one turn, because that would save us financial penalties. I might actually have to have a quick look around to see if we can get things back in the positive. Look, you know what? We might have to sort of soak it up. Oh, it's crazy. We might have to just sort of take it on the chin, then take the city. So we will be bankrupt, which is unfortunate. My taxes are already high enough. That's so shit. Oh, well, we're going to have to hold up to it. It's because we've got guys in transit. These are quite big armies now. We're going to be able to take the Thunkai settlement and have our first region bang smack upon the Danube, which would be cool. And then we'll probably push against the Adrician Kingdom after we probably push a bit west more. It's probably our best bet. So they're happy to give me a peace treaty for a payment. There's no way in hell I'm going to do that because I need money. I want to take this territory. It's got a pretty valuable lead resource, which is good. Oh, the Dacians are pushing further down as well. We had a war with them quite a while ago. So so we're currently bankrupt now. That's our expenditure. Now, how has that changed my army? We've actually got a bit of a food shortage going on. So it actually hasn't screwed me over too much. So we're going to be able to take the city here now then. A clear-cut auto-resolve. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move my other army into Salonia. So that's going to save us by about 2,000, I reckon. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty crazy. Regardless, let's push in now. So we're probably going to claw back to about 4,000 once we start taking some territory. We might even come back. We might even gain about 6,000 from this. So we'll take the settlement. We'll call our reinforcements. Just a clear-cut order resolve. I have no interest in fighting the Sunkai. Maybe if we fight the Adricians, that might be something a bit different. I'm kind of sick of fighting barbarians. Okay, as long as we don't lose, of course, any full units, automatic replenishment we have. Let's loot and occupy straight up. Alrighty, let's repair where we can. Canal network, maintenance, sanitation. That's probably not a bad shout, but it's probably too high up for my liking. And let's break this down as well. Okay, let's move Perseus back. Let's move him to here. So this should really help us out now. Boom. So that's got us back. We are currently hemorrhaging food a little bit, which is not good. I do want to try and get this lead resource done. That sanitation stuff's probably not a bad idea, as I haven't really focused on that anywhere in this region. So we're going to continue to probably break down this cattle market so I can get a lead mine operating, as we've already got a lot of food stuff going on here. Okay, cool. So the next place on my list was to take Segestia. And how difficult would that be? We might be actually able to drag a pretty decent portion of the army out, by the look of it. So the king is a little bit exhausted. This army is actually plagued, which isn't good. I think Perseus is probably competent enough. Like, these armies are probably alright. I'm just thinking of, like, how Philip is, like, such a strong commander. We'll move you here. We've copped... Oh, right. So what was happening here? Oh, okay. I wanted to make a silver mine because we didn't actually... We're not actually extracting that resource just yet. Alright, that's alright. Let's end the turn and continue. So we've taken our first settlement for the episode. The Adrician Kingdom just broke their non-aggressional pact with me, which is not good. Not good whatsoever, as I'm trying to secure my entire regions. They must have felt threatened somewhat. It's currently winter, so let's hope our food stuff comes back on track soon. Okay, 300 men lost with attrition. 300 there as well. So we're back in the positive. Let's block the promotion there. That's fine. Let's convert this to a... we want something that doesn't give native discontent. So we want to go with allies of the king, and we'll continue to break that down because I want to extract that lead resource when we can. Let's keep Perseus here because I want to move the king against Segestia. So we'll move you... I don't want to move you that way. I want you to come the other way. Yeah, I want you to pull this way. Oh, it's currently got some sickness there, so that's a problem. It's just costly having them actively in the field, though. That's my only concern. Okay, we can't make that silver mine just yet. I'm going to move this army to the Thracian border, as we could go to war with them shortly. You never know. Do they want to renegotiate a pact? Do you want trade rights or something? No. We're going to have to keep an eye on them. I'll look at strength, because they're quite large. They have 5... No, they've got 3 territories. We're currently strength ranked 4 now. Are we really? Oh, that's fantastic. The Seleucids are first. Rome are currently second. Lucius Julius Caesar is currently the faction leader, the consul. And then Carthage is just chilling here. Alright, let's try and do some military interventions into Segestia. I reckon we could probably draw out a pretty decent army here. We'll probably push within a couple of turns. I might give... I can't. I was going to say, I might give Philip a chance to repair. Right, let's end the turn and continue. We've got some unassigned skills here with Perseus. That's fine. Let's get the minus 10% upkeep, which is going to help us massively. Sometimes that's as good as economic bonuses. At the moment, we're currently working down the civic side of the tree. There are some nice bonuses here. Replenishment and movement, so we might have to work our way down sort of that. The first sort of tier of military stuff wasn't even that good. Way better going down civic. As at the moment, especially like these northern regions, they're so poor until you start operating with resources. Alrighty, welcome to the top of the turn. Historical events. Oh, the king. That's really... Right, okay. That really sort of drew my attention. King Philip of Macedon, who extended Macedonian influence throughout Greece. and growing Roman involvement in affairs. Oh, so this is when he suffered his defeat. His older son Perseus. Oh, that's a shame. That sort of shows us the timeline of things. We might have to get rid of the Achaeans. Maybe we should. They got a pretty nice army here. They do have Dyrrachium. I'd love to buy Dyrrachium off them if I could. We're still hemorrhaging too much money for my liking there. Okay, let's continue to break down this where we can as well. Okay, should we attack now in winter? Or should we try and give it a turn until we're a little bit on track? It's probably not a bad shout. Give it one more turn. Because we're going to overextend ourselves somewhat. It's plagued again. Because we could attack now, theoretically, if we really wanted to. But I'm going to give it one more turn, because we're still currently hemorrhaging money, and we've got a bit of a food crisis still upon our hands. I can't spend anything, because we're currently a bit bankrupt. I will end the turn one more, and then we'll push against whoever those guys are. I'll double check who they are. Oh! The Romans have brought some forces over to Dyrrachium. And that non-aggression pact is still broken between myself and the Adrusian Kingdom. They haven't acted further upon it. Which is good, I've got that going for me. But we might have a battle against these other barbarians here. Technically with the other guys were Thracians. But they're not sort of the unique looking Thracians of the Adrusian Kingdom. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. Faction destroyed, roads, unbelievable. We're a little bit bankrupt still now. My trader agreement with them is gone now. Carthage, Indian, and the Dacians have sued for peace. What's caused that? Oh, come off it. So the Adrusian Kingdom's taking Crete. So what's happened here? Pergamon have massively overextended their sphere of influence there. And knocked out one of my most important trading partners and military allies. That sucks. That sucks massively. And we're still hemorrhaging massive amounts of money. That'll come alright. Once we start taking this. So who are these guys? Segestia, okay. And what are they? These guys are Celtic influence. And most of these guys are, except for the Dacians here. Most of these guys I was fighting here were Thracians, weren't they? Regardless, we're going to make our first move against Segestia. Let's try and cross our fingers and hope that they don't have anything too massive. We are currently taking a little bit of hindrance, but that's fine. Philip will be more than competent to take that. So what I'll do is I'll push over the border. Are they at war with anyone at the moment? No, they're not, but they are my trading partner. Okay. Well, let's move Demetrius up as far as we can. And then we'll hit this army outside and try and draw them out into an assault. So we'll get... Yeah. I was like, why? It glitched out a bit. Right, so let's declare war. Let's call Carthage into it. And let's push against Segestia. Let's see what the odds are now. Okay, so it's a grassland battle. Chieftain unit. We're coming up against 3 units of Illyrian spearmen. And 3 units of Illyrian nobles. And the second army's not as big as well. Oh man, I don't even know if it's worth playing that. Whoa, look at that knight attack. Oh, it doesn't bring everyone else in. But it does destroy a lot. Because look at those odds. So what is... It's the... Right, so it's the actual army within the city. In the field, we've definitely got the advantage. But the problem is they're not attacking us. They're also just Illyrian units by the look of it. There's nothing fancy. I'll chuck a quick save. I just need to have a think. Look, you know what? I'm going to play this one. Even though these guys, they say they have the Celtic culture, they really are just another Illyrian warband sort of mess. That auto resolve is massively favoured. We haven't actually played with King Philip and his new army along with Demetrius. I am very sick of fighting barbarians at this point. I want to sort of change things up, maybe fighting Greeks or sort of Hellenistic successors. Hellenic. But we probably should play this one. Okay guys, how you doing? Welcome to the battle map. It's currently pissing down with rain, which is what we don't want, so we're going to skip one day. It's dry, so I'm going to accept that. I'm more than happy with. It's going to be interesting to see how well this army build works, in theory, upon the field of battle. So I'll show you what I'm sort of going with. So I want pikes here, obviously. I want to have a strong pike center. So how thick do I want to make that? So we can make that about that. That's about 4 rows deep. I'm just sort of looking. So how do I like the look of that? Oh, that's not too bad. I don't actually mind that, right? So then what I'll do is I'll go 3, 3, and 2. So then I'll pop you guys here as a sort of support flanking move. Oh, I wish I had a bit more. Maybe go 2 then. So hang on. So maybe go 2. 2. Yeah, we're a little bit uneven. Ideally, it might be 4 pikes, but I feel like that's too less. I just need to get sort of the symmetrical stuff right. But anyway, this is what I'm sort of thinking, like this. So 2 in reserve to flank. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, 3 archers is what you really need though, isn't it? Would you drop another pike for swordsman, or would you be sort of lopsided one side? Just sort of depends on your preference, really. Anyway, we're going to have to march out against them. I don't reckon they're going to come to us. So, holding this for the time being will be fine. Our reinforcements coming dead behind us as well, so we're going to be able to make this line even doubly big. So this is what I'm sort of thinking. If we have to march, this is more than capable of this. Just straight march, straight up to the enemy. Try and focus everyone to try and push for this pikes in the center. Once we sort of engage them, they're not going to break that. The flanks are what's going to be the problem. So these guys can hold up well, and then we can fall these guys further around. Plenty of cavalry here as well. So what I'm going to do before I start marching, we're just going to sit back, relax, and sort of wait to see what the enemy do. Let's have a look at their general, because their general could be vastly different to what they are. So no, these guys have really been textured as Illyrians. But there he is. There's their enemy general of Segestia. Okay, the enemy reinforcements have arrived over here. And then, of course, I have my own. Brave men of Macedon! Fight hard this day, and you will be rewarded. Fight for your lives, not your king. Right, let's move everyone up now, shall we? And we'll reform this once more. We'll extend it so it's enough to match the proper line. So they're slowly pushing in. I'm just sort of looking, should we try and put some pressure on them? Because that's a pretty large blob slowly making their way through. We don't really have that much skirmishes. My cavalry probably would get torn to pieces if I decided to charge that. So what I'll do, yeah, we'll just wait for everyone to come in. We'll get them to run, because they're going to be able to get a breather back in a moment anyway. We'll move cavalry here just to secure it. What I'll do is I'll reform this on a larger scale, and we'll slowly start speeding things up. So mathematically, we do outnumber them by about 1,600, so we've got that going for us. We're waiting for my son-in-law, Demetrius, who's married to my daughter. His reinforcements are going to come in. Once my other pikemen are here as well. So it doesn't look like they're actually going to try and turn, which is good with me. So I'm going to slowly move my pikes up. I'm going to move this up so I can properly reform it adequately. Oh, you only can do it one at a time. That's a bit of a pain. But it looks like we're going to have to properly march against them, which, so be it. I'm more than happy to do that. Okay, and then everyone's here, fine. Okay, cool. Well, everyone's nearly here now, except for this general unit. So, let's quickly do a pause, and I'll reform this up. So, we're going to have a massive pike line in the center now. Probably, we can afford to make it a bit smaller, to like that. Is probably ideal. what I'd want. So how many guys do we have here? 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. Okay, so we can break it up into 7 rows if we want. Or we can maybe do it into 4s or something. That might be work. So I go 4 here. Yeah. So like 4 like that. 4 like that. Boom. So that was those 4. And then these guys here, we have 6. So I'm just going to group them up so it's just easier for me to have a look. God, this is going to be a hell of a fight. Maybe we should just go with mass width. Instead of putting them straight behind, why don't we just go with a full-on width? You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about breaking them all up like that. Just go like this, and then on the other side. I think that's what we should do. I think we should do this, and just go with pure encirclement as we march the line. That's what I reckon. Instead of having stuff in reserve and peeling, let's just try and go with a mass encirclement. That's our best bet, and then charge forward. Get everyone into position. Archers swing down accordingly. Holy crap, this is going to be ridiculous. We're nearly going to take the whole map up, I reckon. Okay, wait for everyone to get into position, and then we'll properly charge. I haven't got it quite right, but you'll get the idea. Right, so what's happening here then? So they're not moving, which is interesting. They're just sort of wanting to cluster there on the right flank. It's not good for them. So we'll fall up into position. Once all my pikes are here, we'll make sure every single one of you are properly in your pike wall. Because as I can see already, not everyone is here adequately. And that's because of the reinforcements, so you have to re-toggle them sometimes. Archers, you're all welcome to just use your normal shot. You don't have heavy. The king is going to hold sort of to the furthest pike. And Demetrius can hold to the furthest pike as well. So we'll form up into position. We'll give everyone a bit of a breather. And then we'll push out. We'll move out. I might need to extend my archer line somewhat again. Yeah, so why is that there like that? So it's a little bit too far from what I'd like, by the look of it. Alright, there we go. Archers, and that would be a bit... Make it as long as you can, ideally. Okay, we want to go through the massive envelopment. We've nearly taken up the whole map. That's crazy. Alright, okay, we'll make everyone get a breather. You will lose if the time runs out. If they glitch through the ground, that could be the problem. Right, let's move out now. Let's give the order. Let's sound the charge. So, from here, we need to go like here. And there's a big-ass rock in the way there, so that's not good. Fuck's sake. There we go. That's more like it. There's a small little river there by the look of it. So where's that going to go to? So that needs to be about straight to about... Maybe even go all the way. Probably not. There. Perfect. That's the charge. And archers can be a yard behind it. Get everyone to go. And then just march out. Yeah, I want to slowly go it. I don't want to go too fast. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah. Because we want them to have their pikes down as we go. It's somewhat angled, but that's not too bad. Yeah, we want to try and keep it at some sort of... Like, it'd be perfect if it was sort of straight up. Okay, cavalry. Come close as well. And then you guys here can make your envelopments. Move up the generals adequately as well. And then we'll get them. It kind of surprises me as they're sort of halting there. You're hauling ass a bit too much. We'll give everyone a bit of a breather. And allow them to push up where they can. We might have to redo it again, as we are taking a little bit of time to get there. So there's a small hill here. We should be able to get up and over it. I reckon there's going to charge me at some point, but this is just a mad cluster here. I don't know what's going on. I just have to hope, cross my fingers, that they're not falling through the earth, because that happened in the last video and it ruined the battle. For me, lucky they attacked me and I was going to automatically win, but if it gets to a point where I lose because they fall through the earth, I might have to back out and auto-resolve, so no one wants that. Okay, we're moving up here now. My cavalry can come further. It's just this side here. Maybe I should stop it here, because they're starting to move a bit. I just think getting that is too close. It looks like they're going to allow me to get into this position. Especially with this side, you guys can more than happy charge. So it does look like something's coming out here to meet me. Just a load of slingers. Because the thing is, like, the center is what I'm worried about, like the pikes. Swordsmen charging out to this position isn't really going to be much of a problem. So they're just sitting back here, which is fine. So we're going to claim this ground here, which is good. Once we hold up here, I'm going to do a couple of charges down through here. Like, push up now. Something's going on here, and I don't like the look of it whatsoever. Let's try and take this initiative as they're a little bit cornered. So they're throwing swordsmen out at me, which isn't good. So we're about to get engaged by some sort of horseman here. Okay, my pikes haven't made it to the center just yet, but my generals can. Okay, my own cavalry can probably do some swinging or something. Right, so what's happening here exactly? So they've just got units holding. So we're getting swarmed on this right flank massively. Oh, shit. We just need to put some pressure onto this. I thought they would try and match me a bit, because now we're going to screw ourselves over a bit here. Because there's just a massive intervention down here, isn't there? I just can't see their line, that's the only thing. If we could get some skirmishers down there to thin it up, that would be better. Like hit skirmishes and stuff. Because we're going to just get bogged down into combat, and that's not what we want. Like, this unit here is going to capitulate if we're not careful. Okay, so what's happening here then? So we're starting to hit their nobles, that's good. So let's just try and swing down here then. Let's try and get around them. If we can wrap around them, that'd be perfect. Okay, they're full on engaging me here. Maybe if I pull back, that'll entice them to come forward, and then I can hit them from behind. Okay. Let's swing around. Let's try and hit their general from all sides. Swing further, swing further. Now go, go, go. Hit these. Surround the nobles. Let's get a couple proper charges in. There we go, there we go, there we go. 60. Right, now pull out. Okay, what's happening here? So this is the moment where you guys should be charging. Hitting something like that, but then hitting this further down. Okay, pull further back out if you can. It's just like I don't want to wrap around because I'm pretty sure there's more over here which I can't see. That's okay hitting them, that's fine. Pull further back. You're probably not too bad to like push this way. Okay. Yeah. So they should be firing at will here. Okay, so is this nearly gone? We're hitting him quite well. Swing this way, we'll try and get around him again. Yeah, so it does look like they're actually coming in from this side, so that's what's going on. They're not charging me from the front. They're swordsmen engaging, so fall back. Okay, the way they're just like slowly coming in is actually screwing me a bit. We're going to be able to hit you from behind here though. My archers are doing quite well, which is great. So come around here further. If we can get a general route, that'd be perfect. So pull back here, and then you guys can swing around and get into that. Alright, that's gone. Now come back in and go for round 2. Right, what's happening down here with my other blokes? That's fine. Oh, God. I told you not to engage that. So fire into this cluster that's happening. So, that's not too bad. He's only lost 50 when he's like full on surrounded. My cavalry's now gone here. But, I don't think we've killed their general just yet, but we can fall. I just want to see. I'm nearly happy just to go down here and have a look, because I need to see what their line is of how many men they got, because we might just have to sort of push. We're getting shots down into here, which is good. Which is helping us out. There's a sword unit here now. Yeah, wouldn't want to come down here and help out, would you? It's just that I kind of wish they hit me head on there, because now I'm going to have to flank, basically. I think that's what we're going to have to do. So, essentially move this like that. We're just going to have to turn. Yeah, so where are they? There's still about 3,000. They're just still trickling in. Like, is there too many people on the battle map? I don't know what's going on. So pikemen, that's fine to stay there. I might just move up the pike line and see how well we can push up. There seem to be some sort of defensives there that I can see. Alright, let's try and move up there then. No, just go at a slow pace with pikes down. We're in no rush. Swordsman can charge further. It might be not a bad idea just to try and get my cavalry down here to help. That's what I'm thinking. Fall back. Yeah, so it does look like they're just slowly trickling in from here. My right side's buckled only just now. So, fall skirmishers further back. We'll put them on skirmish mode. Charge down into this. Yeah, so there does... It's just weird how they've deployed, because I don't know where they are, really. Okay, so this is here. This is more cavalry. Yeah, so where the hell are they? Regardless, we're going to make mince work of these guys in about 3 seconds. Just surrounding them. Okay. Alright, fall around here fully. Yeah, these guys are fine to sort of skirmish. Just a bit lopsided. Alright, cavalry, you're gonna have a field day down here. Alright. That unit broke, which is good. Alright, let's engage this. And flank. Slowly work our way down. This is such a weird battle. Like, for real. Alright, they're gone, which is good. Move higher up the line now. Well, that's what I'm worried about as well, like when they start falling through the earth. So how many have we lost? Okay, we lost about 1,000, so that's alright. I thought this was going a little bit worse than what I would like. So swing down here. Right. Come surround that. That's what we want. Okay, so let's try and move my generals up somewhat. Maybe push those guys down here to skirmish. You move higher up here. Look, you're gonna skirmish them for days, so there's no point of worrying about that. Yes, I think they're just slowly trickling in. I think not everyone's loading in for some reason, or they're like falling here. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so let's move our way further down the line again. Start moving. Keep skirmishing. So what's happening here now? I don't know. Anyway, fall down. Pikemen are fine just to hold here. As long as they don't get encircled, they're good. Like, that needs to... Oh, God, you can't deploy there because of the things. I have a feeling they're falling down into the ground here. Look, you're actually perfect to skirmish that. And that. Alright, so what's happening here now? If they're fresh, I don't know what the hell that's about. Okay, let's push up. Let's make a line down here. Let's be a little bit aggressive with the pikes. And try and push forward a bit. Okay. Alright. Push further down here. God, okay, so they're getting a bit tied up here. You're cool to skirmish this. Come further down to help. Maybe hit them from behind or something. So have they... So, where are they? No, there's still a fair few here. I can actually see them. It's just when they start glitching through the ground is when you don't know what the fuck's going on. Alright, that's fine there. Alright. You get behind them, that's perfect. Getting behind them is probably not a bad idea either. Okay. So they've come around here. For the love of God, turn. Turn and face them. Or hit them from the side. What are they doing? Alright, like engage them, that's fine. Where's Philip? He's there. Right, surround them, good. God, it's such an unorthodox way we're going about this. Alright, cool. Swing them further down here. Okay, cool. Are those guys broken completely? There's still a fair few here. Alright, let's pull two guys out and then we'll pull... Like, you stay there. You swing around like this. You guys just back out and leave. That's now routed, which is good. We need to make something out of this. 4-2. And the first one. Okay. We're not down and out for the count, but stuff doesn't look as good as what I would like. I think that's what it is. I think they're slowly getting trickled in. Like, it's just insane. Or we're like... I thought they had way more men. Alright, that's broken as well, which is good. This is what we need. Okay, so what's happening here then? No, that's working fine. Okay. Swing this way. How many have we lost now? Fuck, 2,000. A lot more than what I would like. To be fair, it was about 50-50. So, there's that to take note of. Okay, form up what skirmishes we have left. Hold up here. We'll swing Philip around. Hit them from behind. Oh god. We've still got skirmishers doing some dirty stuff on them, that's good. Fall up to position, we'll push against this last rabble here. A little bit unorthodox this fight. It didn't go as exactly as I planned, which is a shame. Because it would have been a lot cooler that way. But still, it's going to be fine for us. Alright, so fall like this way. Not even like that. Like just like that. Okay, it looks like they're in a full retreat. Looks like they were trying to encroach upon my new pike line, but my archers seem to be doing alright. Getting some nice shots off. Feel free, archers. Fire at will. Make sure to arc your shot high and up over the pikes and I'll be happy. So we're starting to make these guys into pin cushions, which is good. Fear Macedon. Right, who's still hanging about here? Not too much. We can start moving the line if we want to. 4, 2, 2, 1. And just start moving out. It's probably not a bad shout. Oh no, it looks like they're coming towards us. Looks like we're not going to have to. They're going from some crazy last ditch effort. My archers are just going to tear them to shreds. My swordsmen are keen here, raring to go. Gotta love it when they charge head on into pikes. That looks like they routed. Oh, you can see the arrows actually bouncing off perfectly. That's gone. It's mostly just archers here now, which is good. Okay, let's try and move this line up. No, we've got them. Cool. Let's run them down as best we can. Cool. Allow Philip and my son-in-law Demetrius to charge. Like, just go. Just go, 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 go. Just get my archers to fire at the back post there. The last one. Try and run down as many of them as possible. Ah, they're gone. Wow, that was a hell of a fight. Okay. I was just like, I kind of left it here because it was a hell of a fight on this right flank. I thought there was like more in the tree line. I thought there was just way more in front. If I knew it was just sort of that blob there, I would have aggressively gone for it. Like, I just sort of sat here for ages, like holding it up. We allowed a little breakthrough, but then I was like, it's probably right to move now then. A decisive victory. I'm happy with that. I just thought they had way more. Maybe I was just sort of over... Yeah, 5,000. They had as much as me, nearly. Oh. Anyway, we deployed 6,663. They deployed 2,000... we lost 2,293. As long as we don't lose the entirety of any units, I'm happy with. But that's sort of how I would like that army to set up. It functionally worked well where it was. But when it has to sort of like advance and push like that, and if the enemy doesn't sort of match it, it can be a bit of a problem. I just thought they would sort of try and meet me at a strong front line. Anyway, the Segestia deployed 5,090 and lost 3,461. Alrighty, welcome to the campaign map, guys. Right, Oh, 2 units lost. 3 units there. Yeah, I wasn't happy with that. If we destroyed most of the garrison inside, I'd be happy, but we didn't even do it. We should have just auto-resolved it, because the odds were way better than that. Just fighting it just made it so much worse. Yeah, oh well. That's, you live and learn. We're going to take on... Oh, it's only 1% replenishment. There's 500 captives though, so we're going to kill them. So let's pull that back. Because now, after all that, we're going to have to do a siege, I reckon. I have a feeling. Yeah, we're going to have to do a siege. Which kind of sucks. Yeah, we should have just auto-resolved and then gone through it. Oh well, we're going to siege Segestia, and we're going to have to fix our finances, because at the moment now, we're hemorrhaging now massively still. You really need to save up. What's this? Okay, right, that needs to be taken down. You really need to save up when you want to go on campaigns, because they cost you a lot, because now we're just going to be probably bankrupt again. I need to figure out where I'm going to get this money from. Okay, I'm going to have to soak up this bankruptcy, which is awful. We're at the brink. We've got I can't get any money anywhere else, unless I just span a bunch of units down here, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but we nearly might as well soak it up, because we're going to make it back within a turn or so anyway. We're going to have to end it. We're on the verge of bankruptcy. Let's just do it, and then we'll auto-resolve out at Segestia. But man, oh man. Let's just hope there's not another army lurking in the forest somewhere. I don't think so. I have a feeling they were posturing their entire military strength. Carthage. Who's this? Hamilcar Barker wants to marry my second-born daughter. Interesting. Maybe. The heir to the Macedonian throne at the moment is half Carthaginian. So do we want to continue down that? I don't know, maybe we should just get some more generals in. They want to sue for peace now. No way in hell I'm going to accept that. I'm going to make them fight to the bitter end. Or lager end. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys would like to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below. Maybe you can pick up a strategy game you haven't picked up just yet. Maybe Hearts of Iron, maybe Crusader Kings 2, maybe a Total War. Check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below for cheap and reliable games. I do recommend going and checking out the prices even. There's some really good prices on there. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the breach. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.